Hi everybody, it's Bunnery here. I'm Bread Mower, and it's not Saturday. What's going on?
Well, it's actually Interference's birthday, or IFX day.
Yeah.
It's almost like sort of a double birthday kind of thing, really, because it's almost a year since we started doing this as our actual jobs, which is kind of cool. But it's actually 28th of June is the original birthday of Interference in 2010.
Yeah. 7 years ago.
7 years. Yes, I realised I've actually been doing this for over 20% of my life now, which is a little bit disturbing, but it's been fun.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to take a moment to thank all of you guys who, you play, you draw all this stuff. You've been painting things and all this now in IRL, and you guys really make the game. Well, we make the game, but you make it interesting.
Yeah, you do.
So thank you everyone for your support.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, we've had a bit of particular help off people over the years, haven't we?
Yeah.
So big thanks to Microsoft's developer evangelism team, or DX, or whatever they're called these days. They were the guys that helped us make the game a bit of a success on Windows 8, with all of the help and support that they gave us. More recently, our awesome legal guy, Alex Tutty, who I suppose inadvertently is actually the reason how we realised that we should be doing a birthday thing, because we had to look up when we first started the game. Yeah. Thank you to you guys. But yeah, I mean, 7 years, it's crazy.
Would you like to see a little bit of history?
Yes, slightly self-indulgent, but we've just done a little bit of a commentary about what's happened over the last 7 years. So
Take a look.
So I had a dig around in my massive archive of stuff, because I very rarely delete anything, and found this, which is my original dev log from the first version of this. You can see, you can see, 28th of the 6th, 2010, first version. Type something in.
Look at the end. Implemented something secret. What was that?
Well, it was to do with Facebook Connect. Which was like login with Facebook, as it was called at the time.
Okay.
So, Interference. Let me know if you think of a better name. No one ever suggested something, so...
We're still Interference.
Yeah. And you can see in the background there, we've got Interference, Interf here hens. I was playing Assassin's Creed 2 at the time, so I think that's where that came from.
That.
But that's why you sometimes see Interference and Interf here hens turn up in the game. So yeah, front page of the game.
Wow, that was the front page.
Yeah. Well, it was all just a beta at the time, really. So it didn't really matter.
Look, it mentions Codex.
Yeah, Codex.
That was our previous game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We should bring back Codex.
We should bring that back sometime.
Totally.
But that's a whole other story. So we got the very first game 7 years ago. Sharon's birthday party. The eagle-eyed among you might have gone and found game number 1 on the website, which the one with the ninja peanut, which is actually the first game that was done in the app, because we moved to a new server at that point, and for some reason that I don't remember, I couldn't bring across all of the existing games. So at some point later on, I managed to find them and bring them across somehow. So I stuck them all back into the system
to finish,
and then because they're all weird lengths, like 3 and 5 and stuff, we let them kind of finish off to a normal length. This was the very first game.
Look, it says 7 years ago.
Yeah, 7 years, 0 months, long time ago. So we've got a few of the old logos here. Things like I had this idea of like a wave. Making the F, the colours switch over, This is why I shouldn't be allowed to do design, because I'm a programmer. I can't do design, and that's a recurring theme in this, really.
It is really.
So that's what the front page you sort of like.
Look at that cork board.
The cork board. Everybody loved the cork board, and
did.
I regretted it. And every time I tried to get rid of it, there was a big uproar. But we used to have this whole thing of the games looked like bits of paper pinned to a corkboard.
Yeah, show us more.
So like
just like that.
Yeah, this wasn't an actual game. This was some promotional thing. But yeah, so it all used to look like that. And every time I tried to change it, people would kick off. I've eventually managed to get rid of it now.
Shouldn't have mentioned it. I want it back now.
I know. A little Easter egg there. That like icon is actually me drawing around my hand on a touchscreen.
Oh, there's my neck. Well, before it was all cut up.
Yeah, so if you haven't read the story behind all of this, the gist is Interference started in 2010, used to play it with friends and family, everything was fine, and then Bunnery got diagnosed with cancer in her neck, had to have massive surgery, radiotherapy, chemotherapy, all this stuff, I mean, obviously, I wasn't affected in quotes, but it's still pretty heavy going.
It's stressful.
Sort of being there watching all this stuff happen. So in between running us back and forth to the cancer centre at the hospital and looking after everything, I decided to pass the time by learning how to make apps because people seem to be getting into apps. Made an interference app, and that's how we ended up here, really.
What does that look like?
Yeah, there you go. That's it on my phone that I had at the time. And some screenshots from the first version. This is the stuff that went in the store listing. I somehow ended up at a Windows 8 boot camp where they were, bring your app to Windows 8. So thought we'd have a go at that. A few mock-ups of that. That's what the first version looked like. Again, we can see that my design skills are terrible. Don't know why I ever thought that having giant buttons like that would be a good idea. Slightly improved version a bit later. But by doing that, we got invited to the Windows 8 Elite program. So we got some swag, which is always cool.
Always.
And we got to go and hang out at the Windows 8 launch party. So this is a few pictures from Modern Jago. Yeah.
It was beautiful there.
Yeah, Microsoft's pop-up that they had in Shoreditch. It was very
old
awesome.
School, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They made it beautiful.
Yeah, we had good times down there. We were in the Windows 8 store, and then Christmas Day 2012, we ended up on the front page of the store, which was awesome because we got loads of people sign up.
Look at that, we've got more stars than Angry Birds Star Wars.
Yeah, there's Janksy there by Delala. They were one of the first things in the store.
Yeah.
We met AJ.
AJ, yeah. Hi,
Yeah.
AJ.
Nice guy. Hi AJ, if you're watching this. I mean, I know it's 5 years later, but I noticed that we have half a star more than Janksy there. Good times. Microsoft organised some awards with Creative Block Future Publishing for people who've made Windows 8 apps. So we got shortlisted for that, and
won.
top 10.
Look at all that swag we got.
Mm-hmm. We still use all that. I use the tablet to test the Windows 8 app. You use the Ultrabook every day. As your office machine, don't you?
I do.
And we record the weekly videos on that Lumia 920.
So thank you, Microsoft.
Yes, thank you very much. We got to go to some other things down there. We got longlisted for the Critter Awards, which was like recognising cool people in tech. Didn't win because there's obviously many people who were cooler than me. But
another party though.
Had some good times. Yeah, it was good. Got interviewed for something. I don't know.
The video's still online somewhere.
Oh, that's that thing where I'm the YouTube preview image and it's me sort of gurning at the camera.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's this?
So this is version 2 of the app, which Windows 8 people will be more familiar with until they've moved to version 3 recently. Back when we used to do bonus points for drawing, when we needed drawings.
We still need drawings.
We still need drawings.
Bring them back.
Well, people used to abuse it really. Trolls can spoil it for everyone, as they do. But maybe we can bring that back, perhaps. You can also see my experiment of doing a massive game that didn't really end well because I realised it would just blow up the app and website if it ever finished. I might bring that back sometime.
Yeah. Ooh,
there we go. Certificate.
First to store.
More pictures of us at Jago. Good times.
More recently.
So more recently, there was the quiet period where I got sidetracked onto another project with the intention of using that to fund working on interference, and it didn't really work out like that, and it was just a time sink for years really, which is why there was the quiet period.
But now we're back.
Yeah, well, about this time last year, you were made redundant. I left all that other stuff, and we've been doing it full time now, really.
Making big improvements.
Yeah, so we did the big website updates, bring that up to version 3 with replays and stuff like that. We got shortlisted for the Tiger Awards. So
Just last year.
Yeah, we were. What were we in? Best Casual Social, Most Original, and Game of the Year.
Yep.
Didn't win any of them, but you know who didn't win in our category? Codemasters.
Yeah, so we're as good as them.
Yeah, so technically, we're at the same
Level
as Codemasters, which is nice. So yeah, Tiger Awards, that was kind of fun. What else have we done since then? We did Windows 10 update, Windows 8 update. Random things like everyone else was getting all big into virtual reality. We did actual reality with IRL. Had some amazing things in that.
we did. Look at these.
Yeah, I mean that kind of brings us up to now.
So that's how it started, and here we are now, 7 years later.
I know. So let's do another 7 years.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Why not? Let's do another
Yeah.
7.
Let's keep going. As Shirley LaBeouf would say, get to the point where any normal person would quit and then keep going.
Keep going.
Or don't quit or something.
Yeah.
But you get the idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Again, thank you for all of your support. If you'd like to support us in particular around this, you know what's awesome? Sharing things from the game, telling your friends about it, getting them to play as well.
Yeah. Do you know what else is awesome? These T-shirts.
Special limited edition IFX Day 2017 T-shirts. You know, we got the pencil, we got a Surface pen for everyone who's playing on tablets. You know, little sort of crest thing going on. Drawing, describing since 2010.
You can own one yourself. Have a look in the store.
So yeah, if you go and check out the store, these will be appearing in there anytime now.
Yeah. And that's it. Yeah.
That's it. 7 years of interference.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's
crazy.
So we'll see you on Saturday.
So yes, we'll see you on Saturday, as per normal.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Oh.
Didn't think that through, did we?